Here is a Comfort Zone 16-inch wall fan from the late 2000s. This is a Facebook Marketplace find. And this find, well actually this purchase is actually one of those cases where you have to be careful what you buy when it comes to secondhand use, because this fan was not in best condition. This used to have the round blade, but the round blade was pretty much very thin. It was just as thin as the one it has now, and it was very brittle. So therefore, if any sun damage were to occur on that blade, it would crumble instantly. It's not like the Lasko blades where it would take layers before it falls apart completely. No, this crumbled away instantly. So yeah, had to replace the blade with another Comfort Zone fan, a newer one, as you can tell. And we take a good look around it. This is very yellow right here. Interestingly enough, this portion is pretty much white still, so it's this portion here. But this entire thing is yellow. And the neck bracket got the worst of it. There are fractures on the neck bracket. I'm not sure if you're able to see it. But yeah, the signs are pretty much there. The motor housing is quite larger than the newer ones. The newer ones are smaller. And the type of motor shells that this has are pretty much similar to those of the SMC fans, which is quite interesting, except that this has their own design. Despite the design of this fan pretty much being similar to the SMC, well, the base originally was used by SMC, yes, that's for sure. But the design of the grills is also type of SMC-esque, when you look at the design right. And if you have an SMC fan lying around and you take a look at the design of it, and then compare to this one, yeah, they're quite similar, but once again, they're not made by the same manufacturer. This is made by the Hopeful Electric Company, which made Comfort Zone fans for a short period of time. I used to have the table fan version of this, which was sold last year. But yeah, alright, this has features on it, 4-hour timer, and these 3 modes. So there's normal mode. I guess this is natural mode. I don't know what that is for exactly. Then there's sleep mode. Now, the timer feature and the mode feature, you need the remote, because I can't use these without it. There's no buttons for these 2 features on the fan, so I'm only able to use the 3-speed settings and the oscillation feature, which is driven by a motor itself. But yeah, that's pretty much an overview of the fan, so let's test it now. Alright, so let's start with the high. Now, despite this blade set not being made of the best quality, the airflow that it comes out from is not really bad. Oh, let me make this face towards you or something. Okay, so the is off with the oscillation feature. Alright. Medium. This plate set's awfully out of balance, so. Yeah. Lots of vibrations fell through the bed frame, just like that Lasko wall fan. Just to see how bad it is, I might turn this to low first, but you're gonna see how bad this thing is. This thing is, I mean, at least I don't hear a lot of vibrating components like I did with the Lasko fan, but yeah, I think I can actually see it. It's vibrating very badly. Hold up. Top portion. Yeah, I hear a lot of vibrating through the bed frame. And I'm starting to see the vibrations of the grills. But yeah, the low speed is calm at least. And the airflow is quite decent, I must say. I mean, these comfort zone fans, they could have been better, but if they were to pretty much fix their game with the quality, but they don't, which is quite unfortunate. Because despite the blade set being thin, it kind of blows a good amount of airflow. But yeah, that is very out of balance. Okay, there we go. The oscillation feature works now. Well, yeah, the balance doesn't look bad. Well, low speed, the balance, it's fine. But I think the only speed that is mostly impactful is the high speed. Yeah. And yeah, for a very thin blade, this is very horrible. I don't know what the case was with the original blade, if it was out of balance or not. Now, if I were to run that blade, that blade would probably explode on the first swing. Alright. Yeah, this camera kind of cancels all the vibrations out. But I think I could kind of see it. And it's not good. Yeah, one of those blades is off clock. Right. Now high speed. Now, I've seen some of these wall fans in other places, and once again, because Comfort Zone uses very thin blades, those blades are pretty much gone now. The only thing that remains of some of those fans is a blade hub. Yeah, this blade set is very out of balance, despite it being new. It's crazy. Let's check in again the zoom in picture. Yeah, compared to the last camera I had, this pretty much cancels everything out, so yeah. But just feeling the bed frame alone. Yeah, there are some vibrations going on here. But at least I'm glad to say it's not as bad as the last wall fan from last year. Which is quite something. But yeah, the airflow is not awful at all. It's actually quite powerful. Alright, I'll shut that oscillation mode off now. And then there goes the spin down. Oh, hold on. I turned it back to low. a lot of scratching going on in the bearings, despite it already being cleaned out. But yeah, quite decent fan, but yeah, of course the blade is not that good. But anyways, there you have it. That's the Comfort Zone 16-inch wall fan with the digital controls from 2008.